Now this is a vintage margarita, and I got this recipe out of this killer diller little cocktail book. It's called Vintage Cocktails, and it is a great book. It has everything in it, and just wait till you taste these. You're going to take a good old-fashioned shaker. You're going to fill it about half full of ice, preferably cracked or crushed. A little more. That's perfect. All right, you're going to take 3 shots of tequila. Now, if you don't have a shot glass around or don't have a glass that has ounces on it, take the top of your cocktail shaker, handy little tip, it's about the size of a shot glass. It also, incidentally, happens to be 4 tablespoons or a 1/4 cup. So if you're ever without a measuring cup, you can use this in a pinch. But back to the good stuff, the tequila. You want to do 3 shots. Pour it right in on that ice. 1 and 2 and 3. This is a mighty potent little cocktail, as you can tell. And now you're going to do almost a shot of Cointreau. You don't want too much Cointreau. Better dry my hands a little, because it will ruin that nice tequila twang, because Cointreau is quite sweet. So I do like maybe 3/4. Perfect. Put your lid on. Give it a little swirl. You can see how frosty it's getting because it's so icy cold. This is going to be so good. Now you get your glasses, which have been put in the freezer to get nice and cold. I recommend you use vintage glasses like these. These were my husband's grandfather's, and so every time we drink out of these, we think of him. You're gonna strain the mixture equally between the 2. Oh, it smells good. Okay, it fills it about half full. There's still some left in there. And now, another vintage instrument, also from grandfather. I usually put a lime and a half, but because these limes are small, these are from my own lime tree on my patio, I'm going to put 2 limes in each drink. You just squeeze them. You can squeeze your limes any way you like. Oop, just squirted myself. And as you can imagine, every time we drink this cocktail, we think of old grandpa. Put these aside. Do 2 more because I'm going to do 2 limes in each drink. Squeeze. Ooh, those are juicy limes. Ah, perfect. Now 1 more. This actually is a very handy, very handy squeezer. It's very easy to do, and it's not easy to squeeze citrus. I'm sure you know from making your own cocktails. 1 more. Very, very nice. Now you give it a little swirl and you have a vintage margarita. But let me warn you, this is definitely a sipping cocktail, not a swilling cocktail. That is a good cocktail. Too many of these, though, will make you forget about what you're doing, which is making Mexican BLTs. We need to check ours and see if they're done.